Welcome to Thoughts from the Road. My name is BJ Marshall. I'm the Executive Director of Highway Connections. Today I want to talk about maps, GPS, and the Bible. Now, I love talking to the old-timing trucking community, the pre-GPS, the pre-cell phone days of the trucking community, because they have the best stories. One story I heard one time, the guy got in his truck, he had a load, he talked to his dispatcher, got driving down the road. A 3 hours later, he did his check-in, only to find out something had gone wrong with that load and he had to drive all the way back. And I'm grateful for my cell phone of you get out to the gate and they call you and say, wait, head back, something's not right. Or if you talk to some drivers, they'll be telling you, that GPS, don't trust it. Any good old trucker worth his salt, if you ask for it, they can reach out very quickly, grab their road atlas, because that's never led them astray. In fact, I remember one time following my GPS out in Kansas, taking some crane parts out to a windmill setup, and everything was going great, as it could be following GPS through roads out in the middle of nowhere. And then it said, turn on this dirt road. And I'm like, okay, it's not a bad dirt road. I'm close to where I'm going. It probably is a dirt road where this windmill's gonna be. And I'm going, and the road keeps getting worse and worse. And finally, I can see where the windmill is gonna be set up, but between me and that location was a giant mud pit. Now, I wasn't the only one following the GPS. I had about 4 trucks behind me, varying companies, as we were all trying to find this location, and I just happened to be the first one. And so, of course, being smart, I decided to try the mud puddle. Yeah, tow bill later, I found out that if I had merely gone 2 streets down, it would have been blacktop the whole way. So that GPS, it sometimes does lead you astray. But I want to talk to you about something that doesn't lead you astray. You see, the Bible is like a roadmap. It tells us what we need to live a godly life. It tells us how to follow Jesus. And unlike the GPS, it never goes wrong. I can remember back in the day, my dad would draw out maps for people to get to places because things were sometimes confusing. It was easy to get lost. And today we're spoiled. You plug in that GPS address and off you go. But as every driver knows, that doesn't always work. Jesus tells us in Matthew chapter 7, he says, enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is broad that leads to destruction. And there are many who enter through it. But the gate is small and the way is narrow that leads to life, and there are few that find it. You see, we need this roadmap. We need the Bible to be able to find that road that we are to travel. We need to be able to find that narrow gate, and that can only be found through Jesus. And we know about him because of the Bible. I one time heard the Bible referred to as basic instructions before leaving earth. Though it's a cute acronym, it is very accurate. Without this, we would not know how to have a relationship with God and Jesus. So today, as we think about maps, and as we think about GPSs, and we think about getting from one place to another, we need to remember that though we may be able to find our way on the streets using a GPS, the only way that we will find Jesus and our path back to a right relationship with God is through his word. So while you're out there driving, when you look at your GPS or you grab that trusty map, remember, don't forget the Bible as you're going through this life. You have a safe journey, and keep your eyes on the road.